And welcome back with me right now from the Theater Guild is Mary Zolli and Lisa Bender. I'd like to welcome both of you here today.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
And a few things you're going to recap, and then we're going to talk about your meeting that is going to be happening, well, tomorrow, right?
I wanted to thank the audience that came to the Friend Zone, which was a play I wrote. And from being a writer and working in a small room, and then actually having the people come, and you hear how the words really, really mattered then. You know what I mean? Because as they laugh, you see what the story is really about, enhanced.
Yes, you bring up a good point. And you're somebody that, you know, obviously you're on stage as well, but to be able to write something and see it come to life and have people listen to it and enjoy it.
We want people to know that there's more than just acting
Right.
in the Theater Guild. We want people to be entertained. We want people to be educated. We want them to come out and be involved and take on many, many different roles. There's backstage roles. There's not just the authors and the actors like Mary. There are folks like me who produce, who help the membership build the community.
Now, when it comes to the writing part of it, do you teach writing classes as far as how to construct a play or a skit?
I came from a writing group within the village, so I've been getting support there and encourage people to join us if they'd like.
Okay.
I could talk about our November meeting.
Yeah, which is again tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be teaching writing tomorrow. We're going to be teaching the skill of cold reading.
Okay.
Which means when an actor walks in an audition, what are all the tips and what exactly should they focus on? Because they're going to be handed a piece of paper and asked to interpret a character.
Okay.
Without having gotten the benefit of weeks and months of working on it.
Yeah, that's right. And that can be quite difficult.
Yes. I think I have a really good technique, and I'm anxious to share it with people tomorrow. But
now are they supposed to bring in something to read, or you hand them? You're going to hand them, everybody get the same thing and see how each person interprets it, or will they each get something slightly different? So they're not watching somebody who went ahead of them and kind of playing off that.
Right, good point. You mentioned bring in, so I just want to say they should bring in a can or non-perishable food for the food drive.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be really important. But secondly, what you just asked, we're going to have 10 tables with 10 people at each table. And that's going to be a mix of new people that have joined this past year and people who've been ongoing. Okay. We're going to have a facilitator for that table. We're going to do some get to know you activity.
Okay. Yeah.
Then, yes, they're going to get a script. They're going to have a choice of picking a script, quickly reading it, and then presenting it. And we want people who aren't actors to try it, just so they know what an actor goes through before they do a production.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. You should, when they bring in the canned foods and stuff, read the ingredients list. I actually took a class once years ago, and they had us do something like that.
Yeah, that is
And see how they read the ingredients list.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow night's meeting shows the theme of the Theater Guild, which is involve and evolve.
Right.
And we want people to be involved. We want people to build this community. So Mary's thoughtful programming adds on to what we're trying to do with the Theater Guild completely.
Now, as far as this meeting goes, anybody's invited, you have to be a member.
Guests are totally invited tomorrow, and we are waiving the guest fee. Just bring the canned food or non-perishable items.
Okay.
That's the entrance. And we want to mix. You don't have to be a member to come to any of the meetings.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice to know, because I think sometimes people can be intimidated with the theater guild or the old pros or whatever it is, anything that involves putting themselves out there. So the thing is to get them there in the first place.
That's
and
it.
make them feel comfortable.
That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Just baby steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No pressure.
And if you don't want to do the cold read, we're fine
Oh,
with that.
yeah.
We're fine with that as well. But if you do and you really like it, we're going to ask some folks to come up and be on stage at the end and do their cold read, so
Yeah.
we can see the variety.
So what are some of the upcoming productions you're looking at coming up in the next couple months or
In
maybe
March,
early
in
next
March.
year? In March?
March 1st through 3rd is the first weekend, or
Okay.
the only weekend. And I'm so glad you brought this up. Asking people out there, is there a play that you think it would be good for Theater Guild to do?
Okay, so you don't have one picked yet.
We don't.
Okay.
No,
We're
in
having a
active-
meeting next week. And we'd like to solicit ideas tomorrow at the meeting.
Okay, and of course, along with that is people may have good ideas. It's whether or not you can get the script, and if it's
Well,
you
we
know,
can pay for
and
the
you can
script.
pay for the script and all
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yes, whether or
Finding a
not,
director is another
Other challenge.
important thing, and we're throwing that out there for people who think they might like to take that on.
Yeah.
Or
And we-
people we don't know about yet that would
Yeah, that's a
like
good,
to come
yeah.
forth.
right, the director that we had for Chasing Dreams was new to the Theater Guild community. He wasn't new to theater, but he was new to the
Okay.
Theater Guild. And he came forward and we talked with him, and the production was spectacular. You know, it had 50
Yeah.
it had 50 residents in it,
Wow.
right?
Yeah,
And so,
yeah, big production.
plus all the backstage help
And that's
that
how
are
people
always
can
needed
get
for
to- yeah.
costuming, for props, for, you don't have to be an actor.
Right, and it's a good way for people who may think about one day they might want to be on stage but not ready for it yet. They at least get a feel of what the production is like.
Right.
People who are totally new, maybe they haven't done
Right.
any of this before, even back when
Right.
they were in school.
That's right, that's
Right.
right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my first experience was being a silent actor on the stage, you know, in
Right.
high school.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do anything until after I retired.
Yeah,
Well,
so you never know.
You never know, that's
But
right.
I want to again tell everybody this is tomorrow, their November meeting in Clubhouse 7. Doors open at 6:30 and the meeting starts at 7. Please bring a canned food product, non-perishable item for their food donation that will go to Orange County Outreach, right?
Yes, and we're having chili.
Okay.
So it's going to
Oh,
be
we are?
yummy.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Homemade
great.
chili.
Chili.
All right, very good.
By
And
Carla.
if you want any information, you can contact Mary at mzolly58@gmail.com. We'll be right back.